Y'all, look at this big old hunk of love I've got in my kitchen. Let me tell you something. This man has an incredible wife. Amazing. Not that you're not.
She is awesome.
But he doesn't have a name. It's just +1. Because anytime Deborah does something, she said, oh, and it'll be +1.
That's right. When she
So
gets
that's him.
invited
And look
stuff.
at these overalls. And Deborah was showing me a picture of their son's wedding. And he said, now, you know I'm wearing my overalls. Debbie said, no, you're not. And he said, yes, I am. Well, they're black with a red. You looked fabulous, Gary.
And I asked
he does have a name. It's Gary.
I asked the bride's permission if I could wear the overalls, and she said yes, and that overruled my wife.
I love it. I've never seen anything like it, Gary, but that picture was incredible. Can you find that picture, Deb? Or before it's over?
Can.
So this is his wife. And Deborah and I first met in person at the George Jones celebration of life
In Huntsville, Alabama. You were emceeing and did such an incredible job that night.
Oh, well, thank you. I don't remember being an MC, but I'm glad I was. I've done a lot of fun things, Deborah, that I can't remember. And, of course, I just love his wife. You know, she's just precious. So, anyway, over the years, Deborah and I talked and found out that her husband, +1, Gary, enjoys cooking. And so when Deborah and I knew we were going to get together, I said, well, you think Gary would be willing to film a video with me and make one of his favorite dishes?
Yes.
And he said yes. So tell us what you making.
This is, my mom found this. It was a school project for her when she was in junior high.
This was your mama's. Your mama did this.
My mama gave this recipe to me. And it's actually saved my marriage.
How so?
Every time my wife get mad at me, I make the cake and all is forgiven.
And the name of it, Gary, is Grandma
Pautz. I followed my mom's name, but my mama's maiden name is Pautz from.
Oh, I see. That's a P-A-U-T.
T-Z.
I thought it was an L.
No.
I thought Pautz.
Pautz.
Chocolate mayonnaise cake.
Oh, yes. There's no eggs or oil.
You don't need it because you got that.
Got the mayonnaise.
Yes, and what kind of mayonnaise we going to use?
Well, I think you got Duke there, don't you?
I do have a little Duke. That Duke's mayonnaise, it's just got a twang to it. So all we have to do on this, y'all, it's a really super, super easy cake. So we're just going to put all of our dry ingredients together, which is our all-purpose flour.
For this size pan here, we use 4 cups of flour.
Yes. And you got your sugar.
And then we got 2 cups of sugar. And 10 tablespoons of Hershey's cocoa.
It is 10 tablespoons, yeah.
And everything. And
nice and chocolatey.
And 2 teaspoons of baking soda. And everything. And we'll just mix all that together.
All right, it calls for 2 cups of hot water.
It has to be hot.
Okay.
Because it actually makes the chocolate melt really well.
Yes. And then we've got your vanilla extract, we got your mayonnaise, and I'm gonna be getting you up 2 cups of hot water.
That's right.
So I'm gonna go to the machine because it's like hot enough for your coffee. Hot water.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
You're gonna add your mayonnaise.
Dump the mayonnaise in there, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla.
Okie doke. And this is our homemade vanilla. Gary, do you ever make your vanilla extract?
I never have made my vanilla extract.
Oh, it is so good. It makes a wonderful gift at Christmas time. You know, get it put in a pretty bottle, a ribbon. How do you make it?
Yeah.
You get your vanilla beans and you split them and you scrape all the goodie out. and put it in either bourbon or vodka, depending on which.
Okay. I've heard doing it with vodka.
Don't you want to use these?
Yeah, I do. I don't want to splatter it. That's
I was going to say, do I need to stand back? I'm going to spray this pan.
okay.
And it has flour in it, so you don't have to worry about your cake sticking. So tell us that story about what you would.
Well, since we've been the cruise and everything like that, we started going to the Caribbean, and I noticed that you can buy a quart of vanilla for little or nothing, like $5.
Yes.
You know, and so
From Mexico, isn't it?
yeah. So any of the Caribbean places, I mean, and they know they got cheap vanilla. Like, I mean, for what we pay for a little bottle of vanilla here in the States,
It's so expensive. So expensive.
we're gonna put that in the oven. 350 for 35 minutes.
Okie doke. Well,
And
I'll
that's-
put it in there for you. So, you didn't write the stories, did you? This
I did.
you did,
I
but
did.
it's from interviewing them.
Yes, I did
Okay,
interviews
so-
with all the artists, and they told me about their childhood Christmases and shared recipes and
That's
pictures.
wonderful. So, you actually had to compose it all for it to make sense. And Deborah's a wonderful writer.
Wonderful. That's kind of saying, I mean, she's won.
Well, what did you
CMA,
say?
she's won the
Tell me.
CMA.
Wait. I want y'all to hear all her awards.
Okay, she has won a CMA award for her journalistic, prowess. She's won a Dove award for everything like that. She produced CDs that they sold in Cracker Barrel, and 2 years ago they had a CD that was the bluegrass thing. It won the #1 bluegrass album of the year, and Dolly actually had the #1 bluegrass song of the year on that CD. And of course Cracker Barrel, they kind of slow down slow in CDs, but
Yeah.
she had CDs in Cracker Barrel for 10 years.
Wow.
And everything like that. And she
Yeah.
put all it together, and it's all songs about Lord and love, all about faith. And
And I like the CD days because I knew how to put it in my machine in my car.
oh yeah, you don't
I
have to worry
couldn't do
about
anything.
losing signal or anything like that.
So you can see that he is proud of his wife and how accomplished she is. And what word would you prefer me to use more than wonderful?
Wonderful, pretty catches it. Yeah. Oh, she also won a Western Award.
I need to pay my sister more money.
I'm
I forgot
telling
about
you
that.
what, honey.
What was the name of that Western Award? It's the Bob Wills thing.
A humanitarian.
Humanitarian Award for the Westerns community.
Listen, she's a fine Christian woman. Where can you find this book?
We're at Amazon and Barnes and Noble and everywhere. Yeah.
Well, it's just a wonderful read if you like personal stories, and it makes it even more interesting if you're a fan of their work. To get inside their personal head. We're gonna make the icing.
We're gonna make the icing.
Kind of standard.
Well, yeah, you always heat the butter up to
Yeah.
put with the chocolate
Yeah.
and melt
Yeah.
it in there. For some reason, when
It's
you
your thing if you need it.
do chocolate, to me it always tastes better when it heats up first.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah. Who wouldn't rather have a hot fudge sundae than a cold fudge sundae? And one more little drop this back for you.
I'm good. I like extra vanilla like you do butter.
I love almond. Now,
Oh, yeah?
I used on my icing on the brownies that I have over here, I used a little almond flavoring. And I like it.
Now we put the milk in.
Okay.
1/3 cup of milk.
All right, you want that before you put any
Yeah,
of the...
put it all in there.
Okay,
Because I'll make...
I'll do it. I'll
'Cause
put
it-
this out of your way.
A lot of times I'll adjust. It says 3 cups of sugar,
Yeah. Well, apparently...
but I never measure it.
I know it. Well, a box of powdered sugar should yield about 3.5 cups. So you can, you always just add a little milk or warm water to it, whatever, if it's not the...
Or more sugar.
Here. Yeah, I'll help you have another hand.
You have an extra hand?
Yes. I said when I was in that restaurant, I said, in my next life, I'm coming back as an octopus. Because I'd have 8 arms, and I could work 4 stations with 8 arms.
Oh, wow.
All right, so when you put this on a hot cake, it's going to immediately melt.
Right,
and it'll get a lot thinner.
And then it'll seep down into it some.
Yes. Do you poke holes?
No, I just pour it in there. I'm just adding a little more confectioner's sugar because I like a little thick.
Okay.
Like I say, I never measure. Oh, that looks good.
Now I took a toothpick and stuck it in there, and it came out dry.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, great oven, and that looks good on top.
Yeah, look, that chocolate's gonna go down in those cracks.
Oh yeah. We're gonna dump it on this cake hot.
Yes.
And I'm gonna just, when I say dump it, I mean dump it.
Now you don't ever add nuts to your cake? Oh, that's right, because you got a tree allergy.
Yeah, I can't, I don't do good with tree nuts. So it's the advantage of me being the cook. I cook the way I like things.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Okay.
I'm just kind of helping you. I'm going to take this because I'm going to get you some more goodie out of there. I'm from the school of...
And I just slather this all over that and let it melt right in there.
Yes. Well, I need for you to tell me how big.
It's really rich. So
how about 4 pieces?
4 pieces there, and
how about that?
That'll work there.
Oh, and look who gets to cut the cake. Gets a lick. Other side. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Warm icing.
There is nothing like warm icing. The cake is so hot.
Yes.
All right, you can start serving that. Eddie, would you have some with us?
I'll wait.
Eddie has got more willpower.
Well, he does.
He does. Oh, okay. We all have a fork.
Yep.
Bon appetit.
Oh, that's good. Oh my goodness.
Well,
Is it as good as he usually makes?
the Duke was good.
It is. I was curious with it being Duke's, not Hellman's, but that is fabulous.
Oh, I cut the
I
time.
like it. When you give somebody food and they can't talk, that's a good sign.
That's a good sign. That is a good sign.
It is rich. I highly recommend milk when you're eating this dish. It tastes really good. Having a point like the next day, I will actually take a piece and put it in the microwave for 15 seconds just to get it warm again.
This is so good.
Paula, this has been an honor for me
honey.
to cook with you. My gosh, I followed you for years. You are awesome. I love you.
I love you too very much.
Watched you and praised you for years. You're also a woman of God, woman of faith, woman of character. I can't believe I had an opportunity to spend this time with you. It is so great.
It
really
is
do
so my
appreciate it.
honor. So my honor. I'm so happy and proud to call you and Deborah friends.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank
You're
you,
awesome.
honey. But look at that icing that just fell down there. I'm trying to think. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
And if Deborah ever wants to get rid of you, you come see old Paula. Okay?
Okay.
Pinky promise?
Thank you, Barman.
Pinky promise. Love and best dishes, y'all. Hey, y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.